Hey guys, it's Massacre here, and today we're going to be playing Men of War Assault Squad 2, but today we're going to be playing the Forgotton Front mod, which is a build on the Valor mod, and we're going to be playing one of the maps, one of the missions from that mod called the Battle of Makin, as you can see in front of you. We're just about to jump into it, but before we do, some little beforehand info. So we're going to be defending the battle. We're going to be defending the island of Makin in 1943, but as the Japanese for once. We're playing as Axis for once instead of the Allies, and we're going to be defending against the U.S. Army's 2nd Battalion. The Japanese did lose this, obviously, because the American forces did move on to other islands. And if you've played other games, say as World at War, Call of Duty, World at War, then the first mission is the Marine raid on this island and on other islands like this in 1945, I think so. Could be earlier, I'm not too sure about one actually. But yeah, that is all based around these islands of Makin. Lots and lots of casualties there, even an aircraft carrier was sank, and it was a big battle in terms of the Pacific theatre. But let's jump straight into it and we'll see how it goes. Now, I have played this map a few times before, and there was a lot of people, so which attacked the beach towards the end part. But just until then, I'm going to pause it just so I can show you. Is that paused? Yeah. Just so I can show you on the map, and so you show you the airfield, which is off the beach. As you can see, if I'm going to quickly unpause and pause it, planes are taking off as we speak. I've got a bit of a cold, so sorry about that, guys. And remember, if you do like this video, to give it a like. If you really like it, and you're really liking these videos, remember to subscribe as well. Even a 1 subscribe goes a long way. And if you have any feedback on this video or any other videos you want me to do, put something down in the comments and I'll get back to you as soon as I possibly can. Now, what you're looking at here, just to interrupt myself, is the beach area. So as you can see, there's a fair few defences on the right hand side, or sorry, the left hand side of the beach. It depends on perspectives really. And on this side there isn't a lot, so I'll probably put a lot more troops defending this area around here in the tree line, having a lot in the trench position here and the little camp set up here as well. Alright, let's come over here then and unpause it. So we have 5 minutes to prepare for defences. We have to protect the airfield. Hopefully we can try and defend, if we can try and get the troops in the trench, hopefully we can try and defend the beach from the Americans for a while, hopefully. Every time I've played this so far, it has got to a point where I have lost because, to be honest, I'm not the best at the game, like I keep on saying in these videos. But you have 15 minutes, I think it is, to defend, so it's a long time to defend. And when you're not, they're all machine gunners there, so put them in there. When you're not the best at this, it does become a little bit tough when you've got a lot of bad guys to deal with. Well, I shouldn't say bad guys really, I should just say enemies, opponents. Because really, if you think about it, there was no real right or wrong side. A lot of the people who fought in the Second World War were just there because they were either told to, or they were told it was the right thing to do. So yeah, you can't really blame them for doing it. I think I'll leave these guys back here actually, poison this trench here. Right, let's bring in some support. Yeah, I'll drop in a mortar here. Poison AT gun. Like I said, I apologise for my cold. It's not exactly the best thing to be doing a video with, but we'll try and get through without it causing too much trouble. And I think, yeah, all the guys start off with the weapons put away already. Let's get some guy in this AA gun here. The 20mm. It's surprising actually, because you wouldn't expect a 20mm AA gun to be sat in a trench, but it is. I'll turn that off so it makes it a bit more realistic and a bit more, well, better, should I say, not a bit more better. Make it a bit better to watch. Let's move some of these guys about so they're not all clumped up in one position. I've got 2.5 minutes left. So we've got an AA gun there, AT gun coming up, mortars. What else should I put out? Put another AA gun just inside, over here in this tree line. Have I got guys here? I can't see. No, yeah, I have. And they're all nicely and evenly spread out, I think, amongst the trees. Now, well, they pretty much are anyway. And there goes some of the support weapons as well. Now for this we have got some more infantry we can deploy. Rifleman squads and the marine squads. And I'm not too sure which ones they would be. But we also have some light tanks. The Hargos and the Chihas, I think, 47. Not too sure if that's actually how you pronounce them, but I'm not Japanese, so I'm not too sure on how you would pronounce certain things. I know a lot of names in Chinese and Japanese and all the Asian kind of names you would expect, or they would have. The pronunciations of them I am not too sure on, so if I ever do pronounce in this video or any other video any names wrong, I apologise, but to me they are pretty hard to try and grasp. And let's move some of these machine gunners up, try and get them in position so we can defend with a bit better positions, really, a bit more cover maybe. There we go, there's the tanks moving up. So for this video we have actually left the cold bocages of France and traded for the sunny beaches and sands of the Pacific. I think I might start doing it after I've done, say, the quarantine video, which I am making at the moment. It is nearly done, so instead of it being next weekend before that is done and finished, it might be middle of the week. I'm not going to promise anything, because normally when I say a video is going to be out at a certain time, except this one, which I have brought out this weekend, as I said, when I say it's going to be out, it's normally late. Ooh, and here come the American. Ooh, and I've shot down one of them. Or should I say, the AA guns have shut down one. But the airfield and the Zeros, Japanese Zeros, which are on the airfield, have taken a beating. And the troops should be starting to land at any moment now. Here we go. Ah, sorry, it's 20 minutes. 20 minutes I've got to defend this for, not 15 like I had thought. Let's start this up. Damn, this is ripping them up. But already it has been destroyed. That AA gun. The cannons on it have been destroyed, knocked out. So that's gonna be pretty useful. Useless, sorry. That would have come in very handy defending against these, the M8 Greyhounds, are we? Yeah, the M8 Greyhounds. Because the AA guns do seem to rip straight through them. Don't ask me why, but they do. Aha. Let's try and give this AT gun up. I might be able to deal with them a bit better. Bring him some more weapons. Well, like I said at the beginning of the video, guys, I have played this 2 times now, maybe it's 3, I'm not too sure now. Just to make sure I knew the map before I recorded this video, and I have found that the AA guns, which are here, the Type 2.2mm, are actually better than the AT guns which they have at the moment. Strange as it is, but an anti-aircraft gun can do better than an anti-tank gun, but then again, not so strange when you look at, say, the German 88. That was an anti-aircraft gun, and it did just as well as any of us. Now, I'm not too sure why these guys, I'll just take control of this, I'm not too sure why these guys are not firing at the Americans. They all seem to be just hiding in the trench. Some are fighting, but seem to be doing better when they're stationed in cover up here. But as you can see, already the Americans are massing deaths already, some out to the sea, as another wave of infantry and greyhounds and the M20 utility tanks are coming up as well. Across the beach, the right flank is actually open at the moment. I think I might have forgotten to actually send some troops to defend the right flank, but I'm not too sure that's still alive. As you can see, that's just from an AA gun, so you can see what I meant. Bits and pieces everywhere. There's a little bonfire there. Damn, that really did go up. Oh, and another one. It's like bonfire night all over again. AT guns opening up, taking out some of those greyhounds and utility cars. Same with the AA guns. I think so far you can't really doubt them for what they're doing. They are doing pretty well. I mean, the amount of American deaths on this beach is huge. I wouldn't have expected that. You won't expect that the Americans, especially even though it is in 1943, you wouldn't expect them to do that amount of casualties, have amount of casualties in taking this beach against the Japanese. Now, whilst they're being held back, let's move up some more guns. Kind of on an AA gun frenzy here, but they're doing the job, so you might as well keep on pouring them in. Move this tank up a little bit. Maybe that can help out a little as well. Park it in there. Nothing back here, is there? Nah. No more troops to give out. Oh no, there's one here. Rifleman. You can serve the Japanese Empire while you can by moving them to the front. And because the Japanese of the Second World War were very honourable people and they would fought to the last man and they wouldn't surrender, then I'm thinking, oh damn it, I'm thinking that these guys on this beach will stay here and will fight to the last. That's if this guy would even shoot properly. Maybe it's just me. There we go. Managed to get one guy, but damn, it's even growing even more. And look at all the dead tanks all around here. I'm not too sure which ones are dead or alive because some are knocked out, some are not. That's obviously dead. That one's on fire now. The Americans taking cover behind the dead tanks. They're not managing to move up, so they're just trying to find some kind of cover. As you can see, tank crews, US Marines and US Infantry all trying to take cover and defend. Or not defend, sorry, trying to take the... oh, doesn't matter. Try and defend and take the beach. At the moment they're failing, but they're still chucking troops onto the field. Let's see if this tank can do any better. For some weird reason it doesn't seem to be firing, but we'll leave it there. Hopefully it can do a bit more damage than what I can with it. AT guns still intact. There's AA guns still intact as well. And the Americans still can't manage to take the right side of the beach, even though there's only one AA gun there. They still can't manage to take it. Oh, and the Japanese tank's been destroyed. Turret's been thrown forwards. And it's now doing a little jig. You see here, folks, the dancing tank. There doesn't seem to be many Japanese left. Oh no. They're all still intact, apart from there's four casualties in this flank, on this trench, sorry. Apparently this code is not only hampering my smell and my voice, but also my reasoning and my ability to speak, as I'm now coming up with the wrong words. So let's see what's happening. Aha, now we're starting to bring on the Stuart tanks. M5 Stuart tanks. In the actual Battle of Makin in 1943 they used M3s, not the M5s. But after all that, it's only a game, so the Americans took the island, but then again, I'm really highly doubting they had this many casualties and this many dead vehicles littering the beach. But that's one M5 is down. Is this AA gun still intact or not? Where did it go? Oh yeah, there it is. What are we gonna get? Ooh! Damn, blew the turret right off there. I don't think beef jerky is the right word. I think it's more like American jerky here. The Japanese have still got very few casualties. Almost minimal casualties against the Americans. That's the P-40, is it? I'm not sure. I'm not too good to the planes of the era, except say maybe a few British ones. But that is definitely an American plane. Right, instead of moving up AA guns, let's see if we can bring in another tank. No, we can't. We're going to need 250 manpower. We've only got 174. I think we'll leave it, try and get another tank up here in case we need a fallback. But surprisingly, we are managing to hold the Americans at the beach. I tell you what, guys, out of the 2 or 3 times I've played this is the first time we've actually managed to defend the island, or should I say airfield, but not only defend it up until 11 minutes, but to actually keep the Americans at the beach. They normally push me back and by this moment taken the airfield and swarmed it, but you got American dead bodies here littering and piling up against the trench walls. But we are starting to see a few more Japanese casualties. And AA gun still here somewhere. No, there's riflemen. Is that it? That was it. They've actually taken it out. So now the right flank is open. We're gonna have to try and get something up there. Let's see if we can get these. Have an AT gun still alive as well, so that's always a bonus. Whole squad of Japanese here. Let's hope that I can do some good against these Stuarts. Maybe if we've got AT grenades. Oh, we've got M8 now. Bringing up M5s and M8s. Never really understood the size of the barrel, so You know, you would have expected it to have a bigger barrel instead of that tiny stubby one. I tell you what guys, when you get to this point in this video, if you just wanna, after the video or something, if you wanna tell me the reason why they had such a short stubby barrel on that tank, then put it down in the comments, because I am actually confused about why they did. But that AT gun is now gone. And it's doing its own little jig. Yep. But guys, look at the amount of dead the Americans have at taking this island. And this is where they start to swarm the beach. Look at the amount of Americans coming onto the beach now. Sorry. They've taken... Oh, look at how many you've clogged up here. And there's still Japanese in the trenches. And the Americans just keep on coming. I'm sorry for the lag. That is probably my computer, but still, damn, there's just so many Americans dying on, especially on this trench line. So many tanks on the right hand side and so many infantry on the left. AA gun still active, 2 there. Infantry is still here. Let's put these in this trench, see if we can give them some kind of cover. But I'm thinking we're going to have to start bringing out a lot more AA guns. Still infantry running about here trying to defend this tree line here. Still Japanese infantry defending this point here as well. Oh, that's mortar team. Tell you what, we'll bring the mortar guy back, as well as MG guy. And plonk them in here. Oh god, no, not even the planes started dancing now. It's a battle of huge American deaths, huge American tank casualties, and dancing debris. I think I might even call this video the Massacre at Makin, because damn, there's so many dead. I mean, you would have expected the Japanese to be on the back foot here, but no, it's the Americans this time. And that is the fun of this game. It always surprises me, because as much as you think one thing's going to happen, then you play the game again and the complete opposite happens. Let's go over here, see if we can see anything else happening. The infantry have started to be picked off here. We've put up a good fight now. I think we might just pull them back if we can. Oh, hang on, there's still a AT gun. Where is that? Was that the one we pushed forward? The new one, or? To be honest, I can't even remember now. But we'll move back these guys. Move them back to over here, set them up in the tree line. Hopefully, if any Americans decide to try flanking through the tree line, they'll take them out. And I think all no, there's not even all the Japanese have been taken out yet. A lot of them are injured or are just dead in general, but it's what? Oh, hang on, can I take this guy out? Nah, I couldn't. But as you can see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 over there. Japanese in that trench. And there you go, here's him taken out. Have we got someone who can try and heal him? No, we don't. And there's no medics on this map as well, I've noticed. So, just a quick word out there, you know, if the developer of this mod and this map is watching or watches this, which he might do because he was the one which was told me about this. and strategist. Go visit his channel, it's a very good channel. Some of his videos there are pretty good as well. He was the one to inform me about this mod. Him and his like little company type thing which make these mods. It's one of his. So yeah, go check out his channel. And if you have Steam, then go on, well you probably do if you have this game. Always go on to the workshop for this game and have a look at this mod. I'll put the link in the description for this mod and probably for Dynamo Strategists what you call it, Steam Workshop Productions, his creations, his mods, all three of them. I've tried out this one, the other two do look good. I probably won't do a mod video on them because one of them I'm not too keen on, which is like Napoleonic. Even though I don't like that kind of stuff, doesn't mean that you guys won't. Oh, that AA gun's been destroyed. Actually there's two there. Don't know how I ended up with two, but see, I'm checking out so many AA guns here, it's unreal. As I was saying though, if you want to go check it out, you can do. I suggest you do because it is a good mod base and the other ones do look good. I might do a few more videos on this mod and the other missions which he brings with this, which adds to the game. There's American one against the Japanese and Pacific. There's German ones and there's even ones of the minor powers in the Axis, which will be pretty interesting because you never really hear about them. Places like Hungary or Hungary and places like that, you never really hear of those kind of people. I haven't played that map of the minor Axis powers, but should be pretty interesting. I'm not too sure on what it is or who's involved. But this is where you need a medic. Damn, there's so many Japanese casualties just in this one area. But nothing compared to, and I know it's, oh. Okay, let's bring up the map. Oh no. See, I haven't got this far before, so I didn't even know they came from this area. Come on guys, push it. We've got to try and kill these Americans before they start. They're pushing too far. I haven't got any more Japanese troops to bring in either. Let's set him up there as well. Plonk him down there. Start taking out someone at least. We've got to defend this point, otherwise we fail. So I'm going to have to try and get some troops over here before the Americans get anywhere near. Because if they do take that in the next 4 minutes, then we've lost. And to be honest, this is the furthest I've been with this map. And I really want to win this one now. It's getting pretty tense. The Americans are rolling in their armor now. And the amount of people which are on the map, and the amount of texture models of stuff like the tanks, the infantry, even the dead, starting to lag this right the way down. I know my system's not the best, you know, it's pretty rubbish, but damn. Taking some heavy casualties. That guy's healing himself. That AA gun is still alive. Just realised there's an AA gun here as well, so try and get him on it. Give the guys to cover him. If he can get on that and try to... oh, that's gone. And so is this AA. Yeah, it's gone as well. But there is another squad. We can try and rush them up to the position. With 3 minutes 25 to defend. Are we gonna do it? I don't know. It's kind of hectic right now. I hope there's nothing after this, or I hope it doesn't say clear the area, because then we're screwed. But I know it's been a pretty long video of this. But I'm sure this was worth it. To be honest, it's been really enjoyable playing this. For once, It's a huge battle this is actually. But either way, even if we do end up losing this, which is highly likely now, yeah, we're gonna lose this, so there's no point in trying to say we're gonna or try and explain how we'll win it. But when we lose this, guys, I'll probably go on to the last tot up of the infantry, how many we've lost, they've lost. The tanks, damn, look at how many of us coming up now. 2 minutes 40, and we were so close. Is that even that guy's even still stood up? He's dead, but he still stood up. And there you go, guys. This squad can't get up here quick enough to take this before our flag reaches the top. Unless there's some kind of miracle. But there you go, guys. The Americans have taken the airfield on Makin, and they'll continue to push up through the rest of the island, roll it up, and then carry on. As you can see here, they lost 518 men and 20 vehicles, and we lost 158 and 9 vehicles. Damn, that's huge difference. So yes, the Americans may have taken this island from the Japanese, but the Japanese had the overall victory. If you think about it, the amount of dead could take in this beach area over here, just this beach area, where's it gone, over here, and then, oh, I even got some Chafies and some LVTs coming in now. Fully rolling for invasion forces now for the rest of the island. But as I was saying, if you think about it, the amount of troops it's taken to take this beach and then up to this airfield, huge amount of losses just for that small amount of area. But I've enjoyed making this video, playing this match, and I hope you guys have enjoyed watching it. I'll pause it, may get a few pictures ready for the thumbnail of this video. But like I was saying, I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you've liked this kind of thing. I know it's a bit of a break from the northern France in the bocage and everything. It's a bit of a break from that. You know, it's a bit of sun for once. You know, I live in Britain, so it's always nice to have a bit of sun sometimes. Plus, you get all these American tanks and stuff, which we're not getting at the moment because obviously they haven't arrived yet, as well as all of the Japanese stuff, especially with stuff like the LVTs. You won't get them in Europe, especially the Japanese, so it's always fun to try it out. I think after I've done the Northern France missions, which I'm doing at the moment, and the maps, I think I might just try doing some Japanese Pacific kind of stuff. Maybe like in the same vein of stuff which I'm doing with my other videos, where I'm not controlling it really. But then again, even if it did, as you saw here, we lost, but we gave it a go. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed. I should have my next video out soon. I hope you'll leave a like if you really like this, you know, subscribe and everything, and comment down beneath for any feedback. And remember that crucial question: why does the M8 have a stubby barrel? Remember, if you can answer that question, pop it down in the comments. I'll be very, very grateful, because that's always baffled me. So, I hope you like this, and I'll see you in the next video. See ya.